So, Sandbag, let's start with the analysis. You play against Villager on Smash, so yeah, that's alright, you can play here. Yeah, great option coverage. But now here's the number one mistake against Villager. A lot of Villagers instantly neutral air out of every combo because it's a frame 3 neutral air, and yeah, it's similar as to Luigi's, Yoshi's. You just have to respect it. And at this percent you went for an up smash, which is something that I wouldn't recommend. I think that even up tilt would have traded here, or at least lost. So at this percent, what you do is just you grab, down throw, shield, re-grab, and then you get the true follow-up. But keep in mind that at this point he just neutral aired, so he gives you information about his disadvantaged state, what options he prefers in the disadvantaged state. He likes to attack a lot, or just try to jump out. People who attack a lot also are the people who try to jump out of combos. They rarely air dodge unless they see a reason to. But you still got the jab, so it was worth it in the end. That's okay. You try to find an opening. That was nice. The neutral air. Lucky that the back air traded there, that's funny. I haven't seen it before. At this point you also may just want to camp since you have the lead, but you approach aggressively and it gives you unnecessary damage. Nice grab. You could have just waited out the gyroid, like if you go back. So at this point you have him in a checkmate situation. You just waited out. You could have waited out, let him get hit by the gyroid, and then go for a down throw. As far as I know, gyroid doesn't interrupt grabs at these percents. Or you could have used your throw armor. You could have used your throw armor, which every character has on the first few 10 frames or so. You have to ask Foxy about the specifics. Yeah, in my opinion, this was just way too hectic. You could have waited out a little bit. Feels bad, man. You see, he attacked again, as I told you. Down air. He also jumped out of double jab, so you get information that he doesn't air dodge a lot. That was nice. A lot of. This was also that was also something like, I don't want to say bad, but you have to make a decision after the up air. Like at this point, you see him drifting to the right. He cannot stall anymore since he stalled already. So what you want to do is either you up air him, and he air dodges and you fast fall and get something out of it, I don't know. Or you pull a bomb and punish his landing with a bomb, but you cannot do both at the same time. So you aggressively cover his options on the ground, but at the same time you pick a bomb. And when you pick a bomb, you jump away, not towards him, because you want to create space. If I were you, I would have just shot up aired, because at this point I just know, okay, that this villager is very aggressive. He always attacks or jumps out. At this point there is really no reason to jump out because he doesn't have a jump, and he will most likely attack. If you up air him, you could have juggled him easily. That's also a reason why I think the villager matchup isn't as difficult, because you can juggle villager pretty well. Even T did it against Ranai. But that's something to keep in mind. You press forward a lot. This is something that you have to keep in mind. That is not always necessary. Great. That the cross up. Oh, that was nice. I don't understand why you don't go off stage here. Yeah, I simply don't understand. I expected you now to throw down the bomb and do a down air, and to just make his balloons explode and then hit him with the with the pogo hitbox, or anything else, even neutral air back air, something at least. But you let him get to the edge for free. Against Villager, this is something that you really never want, because he is so free to hit off stage. But I can understand why you didn't take the risk, because Villager is relatively free when it comes to dictating the direction. I can understand, but it's not something that I would do. because you can see he instantly went for the ledge. You also wasted now an edge guard opportunity. You did F smash, I don't know why, just grab or F tilt. F tilt boys, I did the flowchart nigga. Lol. Great. That's all fine by now. You approach aggressively, like that up smash was pretty. Yeah, that up smash was really stupid. Up air. Yeah, first stock. Oh man. Like oh god, now comes the worst part, man. So you got two framed. You have a jump. You didn't jump. You air dodge here. It's all right. If you air dodge again, you should air dodge. So bad. Like Cook, this option's all right. You got two framed. You have a jump. You didn't jump. You got hit. Air dodge. It was so stupid. Why didn't you air dodge? So just one more time. What you should have done, or what I would do is I get two framed. So I wouldn't jump at this point. I would air dodge. And even if I up B, I will air dodge here again. I don't know where you do back air, and at this point you are done already. Yeah, you just chose two wrong options two times, and it got you punished. In the end, it's not that bad since you had high percent, but Rip Rage. He will neutral again. You went two times for the up smash. That is just something that you shouldn't do. Always keep in mind what options your opponents take after a down throw. If there's one thing that I can say that I am good at as a Link, is my grab mix-ups, and I think that the grab mix-ups should be well as a Link main, or at least your grab reads quote unquote, because you necessarily don't read an option, because you know that different characters with different attributes prefer different options. In this case, characters with a frame 3 something will always match that option. So keep that in mind for the next time. Because also his Greninja had similar traits. I don't know where the video paused. Rest in peace. Let's continue. I don't know what really stopped broadcasting. So he jumped out, you punished him with an up air. That was okay. Nice F tilt kappa. Great pivot grab, up air again. Now at this point he jumped out twice and he got punished for it. As a consequence, the next time you down throw him, he will air dodge 100%. So this is also something that you should be able to read your opponent. Like if you hit him twice when he jumps, he is not going to jump a third time unless he's a bad player. But considering the way he plays, like Skillager, I don't think that he is that bad that he would choose 3 bad options consecutively. So yeah, this is something that I personally realized when I watched the set for the first time. I was like, okay, he's going to air dodge now, and he did. You are also fishing for grabs, so he knows that if you want to grab him, that you will most likely fish for it. So no, that was bad. Generally you shouldn't do this. You should never, against every character basically, never approach from neutral air from above. Like that's something, that's the T mistake. T himself does this a lot, and it's really bad. It worked in the beginning, like in the first stock you did it around these areas, but you timed those neutral airs pretty well, so that if he were to choose an out of shield option, that he would get punished easily. You shouldn't really approach it in this situation like evil air dodge. You should have punished it better. Evil air dodge again. No. I know why he didn't air dodge, because he did it already. You are dead. Because he did it already. Players who do aggressive options, or who take aggressive options, and who rarely air dodge, they don't like air dodging because they know they will get punished for it. Gen- Generally, they will get punished for it. If you fuck up, that's your own fault. But yeah, so you grabbed him here. He will air dodge. He did. So the next time you grab him, um, he either will air dodge or he will jump out. He will never attack because he cannot contest up air. The fun part is, or like the good part is what Skillager did is, I think he at least knows how the down throw up air percents are, or he has a feel for knockback. As a Smash player, you should always get like a sixth sense for knockback. Your knockback should feel second nature to you. So it's funny because at this point you cannot get him, but it's something that he expected. So you could have either followed him up with a double jump up air, and you may have hit him, or you just do double jump up B, which is risky in this situation. That's something that I wouldn't do, but it's just technically an option that you have. But at this point, you shouldn't have down aired. Down throw, down throw, down throwed him. Yeah, that's alright spacing. So it was the jump was timed really bad in my opinion. Yeah, the air dodge too. You panicked, and he abused the fact that you panicked really well. So let's wind back for the 15th time. I don't know how that can hit you. Like, the jump was pretty bad in my opinion. You may say why? Because I want to recover high to avoid the bowling ball. But if you recover low and have a bomb in hand and you see a villager charging his bowling ball, sooner or later the villager will release it. Unless he is really tenaciously waiting for you, which is a trait that not many villagers have, and this villager especially doesn't, because he is pressing a lot of buttons and he's playing a combo, not combo heavy, but a fast-paced villager. He doesn't really abuse the fact that villager can camp well. Granted, in this matchup he cannot camp that well, but he is a more aggressive villager. So I wouldn't have jumped there. The air dodge was also timed pretty bad, because if you save up your jump, you can double jump, air dodge, and then up B to the ledge, because he will throw the bowling ball sooner or later. Or even if you wait it out, you have the bomb, who is going to save your ass, even if you are low enough. So your bomb is always your insurance. But I can understand if you live in the States, you are not used to having insurance cover. Political roast, JK. The tournament venue also looks quite strange. It looks like an attic or a cellar. Funny how Nim said you were this guy. So that he didn't pick, so that he switched characters is also a sign of, mm, a sign of. It has two signals. It means A, he figured me out, I have to pick something else. Or B, I figured him out, now I'm going to pick a character that allows me to better punish his playstyle. Yeah, that's always something that you should keep in mind, that it can have two messages. Like, it's part of the mental game. I think he got you a little bit with the matchup inexperience, and yeah, with the character switch, because you didn't do that bad in the first game. Now, just as a tip from me, I wouldn't do an up smash in this at this percent, but I guess you expected him to side B, and it was a great punish in the end. But that's a similar trait to his villager. He will always take the combo breaker option all the time. So I guess it may have influenced your decision at this point. So what I didn't like, so you have advantage here, you cannot juggle him. So you fast fall and get the fuck out of there. You did, but you approached again. You should have just pulled the bomb and play the bomb slide game. Because Greninja doesn't really have great options to contest bomb sliding. His shurikens do not beat out bomb, and even if he charges through the bomb and trades with his projectile, you are still at an advantage. It's something that you have to keep in mind, that just camp when it's necessary. Because at lower percents or mid-low percents, I would recommend camping out your opponent. Because Link's down throw game really shines at mid to high percents, where you can get the most out of it. And also his kill moves are very strong. All his moves deal a lot of knockback. So at mid to high percents, if you hit him with the sword or with your neutral air or with your back air, you are always in an advantageous situation, because he will either be off stage or in a juggle situation. He switched to Greninja, but you picked Smashville again because you expected him to play Villager again. Yeah, that's something you can do. It's either Smashville or Final Destination in this matchup, in the matchup against Villager, that is. You got punished for double jabbing. You should rarely down air against Greninja, because his up air is deceptively disjointed. It beats out over down air. That's also the reason why I don't like the matchup, because I cannot down air to land. That was quite a chaotic exchange. So do not down air. You did. You missed the grab. He up through you and fucked up his. You are playing really aggressive right now. Yeah, but sometimes it works playing as aggressive as your opponent. In this situation, you just have to respect the momentum. That's also something that is tricky in the matchup. He slides really far, so there is no way in hell that you reach him. You should have either dashed a little bit more and then grabbed him, or should have backed off, or at least pulled a bomb, or threw a boomerang, something at least, something that is faster than Link. In this case, a boomerang, or an arrow, but not dash grabbing or dash attacking. What the fuck? Why did you neutral air? It's not something I would recommend as Link, doing neutral air out of combos, especially not against Greninja. Um, I can see why you did it. I understand why, but it's something that I wouldn't do. Great that you didn't jump there. The grab was way too greedy. That was just luck that you punished his side B. Why the dash attack? Like, I can understand a few options that you take. I can get him because I can put myself in your situation. Maybe it has become clear that we both have very different playstyles. Um, that's maybe the reason why I don't agree with a lot of options you take, but they work sometimes, and your playstyle really has its own benefits. So do not take it personal, or do not take it personally. But this was really stupid. I can understand that you couldn't see that he jumped right there, but dash attack and so many this was just stupid. You should have either done full hop there, or just pulled another bomb or threw a boomerang or something else, because forward air weren't going to hit in this situation. I'm quite sure of that. Yeah, fair would have wouldn't have hit. Yeah, you got fucked. Did you DI away? Maybe he got you with a mix-up, or it's a true combo. I think it's a true combo. At this point, you have to approach. I really cannot blame you for that. But as you maybe realized, he always takes get up, neutral get up. He rarely rolled in this set. Granted that you got him to the ledge rarely, but he always took get up, neutral get up. What you can do to neutral get up is just jab, or you just do a pivot grab or grab him out of it. It's surprisingly safe. Well, not safe, but it's surprisingly good. That's what I want to say. If you want to be a little bit more secure, you can plant a bomb and force him to do neutral get up and then shield grab him. You neutral add again, but this is something that I wouldn't really recommend it. Now consider him to be a smart Greninja. He down throws you, and because he knows that you did an neutral air in this situation, that you will go for neutral air again. He could have up smashed you. He probably fucked the dash input up. Yeah, that's also interesting. Like, the dude approach with neutral air from Greninja. You can approach with neutral air with Greninja, but it's so stupid to fall for this. But I can understand, like, if you fall for this kind of stuff, it's really unfortunate. It gets to your mind more than it really gets to you in the game. But the bomb hit him, that's nice. That's also something that you apparently didn't know, or don't, apparently. Never, never do jab 2 confirms against Greninja, Fox. Just don't. It isn't worth it. Most of the time, they will just land and shield the up B as he did right now. What you could have done is just grab, because you have conditioned him a lot in this set with your jabs. Like, you always did jab 3, or pretty much exclusively did jab 3. And this was really well done, because you conditioned him to accept the follow-up. But he didn't fall for it. So all the conditioning you did was pretty much useless. But even if you condition your opponent to accept the follow-up after jab 2, which in this case would be jab 3 or up B or something else, I would always recommend grabbing. Well, not always, but most of the time. Because if you condition them, it's way better of a punish in my opinion. Of course there are frame delays, but since they will land and most likely shield and not roll or spot dodge, because they will expect an up B or a jab 3, I will always grab. But I can understand why you upbeat, because it would have meant stock at this situation, in this situation. Okay, neutral there. Like, that was really lucky. Not the down throw up air. Oh, wait a second. The percent you got him were so specific that the down throw up air only works around these percents. Yeah, that's pretty lucky. It's the same as with Sonic. Sonic is also one of those characters that is really difficult to combo out of down throw, just because he can up B or jump always out of it. This time it worked. Rest in peace. That was nice. That was nice. I don't know how you thought that he would air dodge. Maybe you expected a side B again, but considering that he only air dodged twice out of your down throw, that was a nice read, I guess. Well done. Great. You are getting momentum. What I would recommend to do a bomb slide up throw and just wait out what he will do. Because if you bomb slide up throw, you will land around here. And if you land around here, you can react to every option he takes. And if he jumps, like in this situation, you can go for full up air, and the bomb will cover his landing. You neutral that again. What the fuck? What the fuck was that? Nice tag, by the way. It's so sad that you can punish up B ground. It's so stupid. That's great. I would always anti-air him. This Greninja approaches a lot from the air, so instead of doing jab jab, you should do up tilt. Up tilt is one of the best anti-airs in Smash 4, and it's something that you should have done more against Greninja. Especially against Greninja, a lot of people should up tilt a lot more, because he will most likely approach from the air. His forward air has a lot of startup, unless he spaces it really well, and his grounded approaches aren't good either. His dash grab is is a joke. Yeah, you're getting slowly back. I wouldn't it's a mistake that I do myself, is I boomerang around mid-range. It's not really a good option to boomerang in mid-range. But it's something that I do myself a lot. It's so stupid. Now he's fishing for confirms. Great that you didn't fall for it. Great down smash. Now comes a maneuver that I see you doing a lot. So that was nice. So you threw a bomb. You fucked up a forward air. Well, not fucked up, but he jumped out of it. So what would have been the best option in this case is either to jump on the platform, to jump back on stage around this area, like really close to the ledge, or just go for the ledge. But what you did is double jump and back air towards him. Link has really bad aerial drift, so Link's air acceleration isn't really that great. It's great enough from short up, but if you want to travel in the air, it's not really the place to be for Link. Because if you press forward against your opponent, if you always play aggressively and you double jump around here and drifted really slowly but fell relatively fast. What a lot of characters can do, especially Greninja or a character such as Sonic, is they just space themselves around your landing position and prepare a hard punish. This is something that luckily I do not do as much as I did when I started playing Smash 4, but that's only because my best friend plays Sonic and we play regularly and he punishes shit like this really hard. So I got this habit beaten out of me really hard. Rest in peace. I will pause the video and follow it sooner. So let's end this shitty analysis. Great DI. He read your options. You did a lot of ledge drop forward air. That was a great punish from him. His ledge, he got you when it comes to ledge game. When it comes to the ledge game, he always covered your options pretty well. Nice mix-up from your side though. Sad. Did this backup didn't hit. Back air didn't hit. You see? You wanted to press forward and then realized, shit, if I press forward now, I will get punished again. similar to your back air you did earlier. Also, you landed with nair, it's a habit from a lot of links. Even I myself do it sometimes. Um, Landing with nair typically is just very bad. We links should stop doing it. You could have done an up tilt because he again approached with a short hop. Like you wanted to press forward and then realized, oh shit, I'm in a bad situation if I do this. You threw the bomb, ate the shuriken. What you may have done was, for example, do the recce, but not die. The recce without dying. That's also interesting. If the Greninja were smart, he would have pummeled you twice, and you probably would have died. But he didn't, so he gave you chances to make a comeback. If I am in your situation, what I always think if an opponent misses up his kill confirm or his kill, in my head I'm like, dude, you just did the biggest mistake of your life. Because if they fuck up their kills, they will fish for kills. And this is the best time to get clutch or to become clutch. Because they will always do predictable stuff. Like he will most likely want to grab you again. This dash grab was really stupid. You shouldn't do this, especially not in this situation. It wouldn't have killed in any shape or form. Ooh. Like he really got you. Like that player is good. Like Skillager really outplayed you in this situation. There was nothing much that you could have done to avoid the loss. Because I pointed out a lot of mistakes that really weren't mistakes. They were just different ideas or different options that you could have taken to prevent the specific outcome that happened in this set. But that's just because the playstyles we both have are different. With your playstyle, it worked, but you did just fundamental mistakes, such as landing with nair, trying to combo break out of nair, pressing forward in situations where you shouldn't do it. You missed a lot of edge guard opportunities against Villager. Well, not a lot, but one major one. You didn't got Greninja off stage, not even once. Well, you did, but what I want to say is that off stage wasn't really part of the set. And even when he was at the ledge, you really didn't capitalize on the fact that he was on the ledge. I myself am not as great when it comes to edge guarding with Link, which is kind of sad because Link has a really great edge guarding game. But what I am good at is reading my opponent's ledge get-ups. Even if it's just F tilting, but if it hits, it hits. So who gives a fuck what they think? Yeah, I have a lag spike again. But we all know why you lost in this situation. You did a stupid decision, which was that you landed stupidly and he got you with a down tilt to forward air. There was nothing that you could have done to prevent it. What your mindset should have been is just to be evasive, because Greninja is strong against shields. He is strong in the aspect that he can kill you off of shielding, which the option of shielding in this case didn't exist for you. So you had to just run and roll and somehow get an advantage. This didn't work, sadly, but that's just because of Greninja's trait of being relatively good when it comes to high pressure situations. I personally think that being in a last hit, last stock situation against Greninja is one of the most scariest things. Like if I'm in a last hit situation against Cheek, I don't give a fuck. But when I'm in a last hit situation against Greninja, Cloud, Mario not so much. For example, I wouldn't care if I'm in a last hit situation with Fox, because Fox loses to shield. Even if he grabs you, he's not going to kill you, not at least around 190% with an F throw at the ledge. So, yeah. Long story short, in my opinion, you got outplayed. You didn't do bad necessarily, But the way Skillager got the advantage from you was just by him outplaying you or capitalizing on your mistakes. The way you got him was through clever projectile play. This is the reason why you won against Villager. But then he realized, shit, if I play this game now, this game, which is in this case the projectile game, I will lose, and for a good reason he switched to Greninja. See, like, what are you supposed to do? You have to get an advantage, somehow, boom. That was great by him. Don't feel bad for losing this one. Hashtag learn from the third best link in Germany. The best link in Germany, which are you, Kappa?